Hi guys, my name is Emma and today is day 15 of the 25 days of perspective. Today we are going to talk about philosophy. I actually wanted to either minor or major in philosophy and I ended up not being able to fit into my schedule, but I did get to enjoy some philosophy classes. I got to take environment and the philosophy, which was actually one of the most interesting classes I took because he also brought in religion and just about different moral questions in regards to the environment. That I was a sophomore then, or a junior maybe, so I was hearing a lot of these questions for the second or third time, but some of them was for the first time, and it made me think about it that is a good point. And one of my favorite things that I've learned through philosophy is the allegory of the cave, or Plato's cave. So they're all of these people are in a cave and they're chained up together, and all that they can see is shadows on the cave wall, and they perceive that to be the only thing that's going on in the world. That's their reality. Nothing else can exist. And then one of them decides to break free from the chains, gets up, and then walks out of the cave and sees the rest of the world. Sees the trees and the birds and just steps out of it. Which, honestly, this is what the journey that I've been on throughout college, throughout the intentional living journey, really feels like. It feels like you're breaking free from these chains of seeing these shadows on a wall that you've constantly been told, this is what's real, this is what's happening in the world, and then you realize, oh no, there's so much more that's happening, so much more than outside of this bubble that I've lived in. And that's pretty much what a lot of philosophy is doing, is trying to ask those questions, trying to get you to look at the world in a different way, trying to really establish a new way of perspective, right? Of looking at how the world interacts with itself, with how people look at each other, how they look at the environment, nature, animals, and how do we look at ourselves? What purpose do we have on this planet and amongst the rest of the universe, amongst others? So philosophy seems it's for this certain part of society that is constantly contemplating the whole world, but really just trying to look into even just snippets of videos or reading parts of books, not even the whole book, can really ask just a few questions that we may have never thought of before. And it realigns how we look at the world. A lot of the time we see that some things are not as big of a problem as we think they are. So I encourage you to check out the description box below. There's going to be different videos, different documentaries, and just overall books as well. There has been philosophers all over the world that have created this web of thinking that has advanced the human mind significantly. A lot of these questions are still being asked, and morality continues to expand and to develop and to change. And a lot of these philosophers were at the heart of that shift and that change. And we all get to be that shift and change in our own lives. And the more we talk about it, the more conversations we have, we get to be that change for others as well. So I really appreciate you being a part of this journey with me, being here. And I hope to see you soon. But until then, I hope that you have an amazing day.